The opinions in this podcast are solely those of the creators and do not reflect the opinions of the filmmakers involved. If you are of legal drinking age, feel free to have a drink with us, but please do drink responsibly. You're listening to Cole-astic Cinema.
Oh, what's in the box?
I've got 1 round.
Hey, don't open that! It's an alien planet! Is there air? You don't know!
With your host, Fabian Salazar.
Imagine if we put this much thought into good movies.
And Cole Butterfield.
Another guy whose name I didn't bother writing down because I'm a jackass.
Where we talk about movies.
Most of the time.
I'll be honest, I thoroughly enjoyed it. This is very much a fun movie.
It's dumb as shit, but
Yeah,
it's
that being said.
So come along for a ride and have fun.
As soon as you hit the button, it's just...
He's so loud. All of the time. He's just the loudest dog.
This is like button push. I got him silent.
All right. Can't even focus. Mo, stop clicking.
Oh, man. Oh.
Good boy. And for those of you keeping track, we haven't even started the episode really, but
Might as well have by this point. Mo's signifying.
Mo, are you ready? Are you happy? As a happy boy.
And that's the first shot, ladies and gentlemen.
He's a happy dog. We got Mo here with us in the studio. He's being just as loud as ever. You can, and he wants to say hi to everybody. Say hi, Mo. That's Mo. He's my 11-year-old Labrador. He's a good boy. And this squeaky chair is as squeaky as always.
We've got all the background noises today, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. If you're not a fan of ASMR, you are not going to like this episode at all.
Not going to like this episode at all. And here I am, about to take a sip of a can of chemicals known as Monster. I made it squeaky on purpose. That was a burp.
Man, if we didn't alienate our audience before. All right, welcome to Cole-astic Cinema, and today we are watching one of my favorite movies in the world, the dumbest fun,
This movie
one of the funnest dumb movies ever made, the 2005 Doom.
Okay, here's what I'll give you. Because I'll be honest, I have a special place in my heart for The Phantom. I know that it pissed you off.
But
I'm
we'll go back to the episode and listen to it if you haven't listened to that one. I don't remember most of it, so.
Well, it's because it pissed you off to the point where you had to start pounding beers because you're just like, what in the fuck even am I watching?
That's fair.
So that definitely holds a soft place in my heart for just like really just dumb movies that aren't even good, but definitely just like get me right in the chesticles.
Yeah.
And Doom is also right up there too. It's
Yeah.
such a stupid fucking...
It is a very dumb movie, but it's so good, though. In my opinion, I fucking love this movie.
I mean, it came out when I was 14, so I was like I was just barely... I was a year old enough to actually watch this fucking movie.
2009? Oh, 2005? I was 9.
And man, I'm aware I'm older than you. I don't fucking...
Oh, I love this. It's as dumb as it is. I know it's not a good movie.
Oh no, this is a terrible fucking movie. Like
But I fucking love this movie.
Like doing research for this movie, it mostly just kept trying to read. It's like, I think you mean the game. You're like, no, like I want to know more about the movie. It's like, no, I think you want to know more about the game.
No, the game though. The revolutionary first-person shooter game.
That inspired like an entire generation of first-person shooters. Helped like give us, like especially like with the multiplayer combat things online and stuff. Like the reason we had computer cafes, I was talking to Rob about it today. And he's
computer cafes and shareware.
Yeah, and shareware and LAN parties and shit. Like talking about it was like games like Doom that did that, which is why you get like a movie out of it eventually, which they've been trying to develop scripts since the early 90s, which I found out this franchise is only 2 years younger than me.
I think it's 3 years older than me.
Shut the fuck up, man. Goddamn, with your... Never do math, all right? Don't never do the math. The math will depress you every single fucking time.
Math is bullshit.
Math is for jackasses.
Yeah. So Doom was made in 2005. It was directed by Andrei Bartkowiak. Bartkowiak.
I mean, good job with that, man. Like, I know this man is Polish, and I've been reading a lot of Polish stuff.
Yeah,
since I'm super into The Witcher and things like that.
It's Andre, spelled Andrzej.
J.
So Andrzej. But Andre Bartkowiak. It was written by Dave Callahan. It stars The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, Carl Urban, Rosamund Pike, and has a fun appearance from Richard Brake being absolutely disgusting as he always is.
Dude, I find that funny that you actually wrote that down, because I was looking up at the cast and it's like Richard Brake. I'm like, I don't know what this guy is fucking from, but this is really standing out because of his performance in here. Also, just to read that, like, the year before, he played Joe Chill in Batman Begins.
He did, yeah.
So that's why he fucking stands out. So I find that funny that you broke that out. And also, our man, motherfucking Doug Jones.
Doug
is
Jones.
in this bitch.
Yeah.
Yes, dude.
Love
fucking,
Doug Jones.
Man, what a insanely great actor whose face you never fucking see.
Right. What's fun about there's a lot of online polling and a bunch of the horror fandoms have been voting for Richard Brake to be the new Freddy Krueger.
Ooh.
Which I would actually like to see. He is creepy and disgusting,
Yeah.
and weird. I would love to see Richard Brake as Freddy Krueger.
Oh, definitely. No, that would. Ooh. Yeah, no, that's.
Yeah, he's a Rob Zombie frequent, I guess, one of his go-to actors now.
Yeah.
And yeah, he always gives a really good creepy performance. So Doom was made for $60 million, and it shows. It is on screen.
Only 60 million?
But still, like, it shows, like, the amount of effort they went through, the sets, the guns, like the props.
Oh yeah,
and
especially
even
the practical effects.
Yeah,
and
the
everything
practical
they did.
effects
Yeah.
are so fucking good in this movie.
And they definitely designed the guns to be a bit more like closer to the actual Doom game. So, okay, so see, I guess also I have to remember that this was a while ago. God, I gotta remember this was a while ago. Hold on, give me a second. Cole processing his age. Take another shot. Oh God, I'm so fucking old. Okay, so yeah, 60 million at the time.
Yeah.
Quite a fucking lot, especially when you're casting the people that you are. Like, I mean, first of all, you're banking on.
First of all, your
Rock.
top three stars. The Rock, before The Rock blew the fuck up, but he's still The Rock.
Still The Rock, like credited as The Rock. So he's
Yeah.
like not trying to deviate away from that persona. Then you got Carl Urban, who has been acting for so goddamn long and just doing such a great fucking job. I legit looked up his credits and reminded myself that he played Julius Caesar in Xena the Warrior Princess and Hercules.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Bruce Campbell and
Shout out.
Lucy Lawless.
Although it wasn't Bruce Campbell, that was Kevin Sabara. Or Sabra.
I'm not shouting out Hercules. I know Bruce Campbell's in the series. I don't want to shout out Hercules.
Oh, you don't want to sound like
Kevin
Sabara?
No, he's a right wing nut job.
Oh, well then fucking cut that shit out.
No. I'm shouting out Bruce Campbell is in that series.
He is.
And Lucy Lawless.
Yes, definitely shout out to those
Both
guys.
staples of Sam Raimi horror.
And Lucy Lawless, the only woman who could play a person to wrangle in Ron Swanson on Parks and Recreation.
Fair.
Who would have to be with Xena the Warrior Princess.
What was the other? Oh yeah, and Rosamund Pike, who would go on to. I think this is one of her earlier roles.
Please tell me you know the same fact that I do that I wrote down. Tell me.
Or she denied or like rejected a role in Harry Potter.
Yes,
to
dude, I wrote that down. I wrote that down too.
Yeah.
So she rejected the role of Rita Skeeter, the incredibly annoying, scathing reporter for Harry Potter, to be in not only this but also to be in Pride and Prejudice.
Right.
Yeah. Turned down one movie franchise to be in two non-franchises. Fantastic. Like, oh my God, I love that. Oh, dude! Wow, we're vibing so hard, and I'm digging it.
So, yeah, made for $60 million. It made back in gross $58 million, so it bombed. I think in just the U.S. it only made like $20 million back or something.
This seems like an overseas movie that would definitely.
Yeah. They didn't get their money back, so this movie bombed, which isn't really surprising.
No, this is a terrible movie.
But it's still a fucking great time.
Okay, this movie is great for. I was talking to Rob about this because he remembers. First of all, when I told him I was watching Doom, he thought I meant Dune.
Right. That's so hard to like. I've run into that problem. Like, I'm gonna watch Doom. Oh, Doom was a good movie. No, Doom.
Yeah, because he's like,
Dune?
yeah,
No,
he's like,
Doom.
Yeah, 'cause
Doom.
he was talking about like the
Doom.
early. He was talking about the early '80s one with fucking Sting, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I mean, it's definitely a bad movie, but I like the world building." I'm like, "Oh no. Sorry, Doom."
Doom.
it's-
Not Dune.
And then it's
Doom.
like, he's like, "Wait, why are you watching that?"
Because it's fun.
Because it's a fun, just terrible, goddamn, awful fucking movie.
It's so much fun. It's got classic lines, and
Oh yeah, classic line.
there's that Mo again.
Oh, there's that Mo again.
Okay, so I have written down the Rock was originally supposed to play John Grimm, the lead role, Carl Urban's
we've
role.
got the same goddamn notes.
Yeah, he turned it down because he thought Sarge was a lot more interesting.
In a way, he's not wrong. It's
Right.
I mean, we'll definitely dive into it more in the aftermath of actually watching the movie before the preamble, but he's not wrong in assuming that Sarge is a more interesting character based on the
Yeah.
turns that the movie takes.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. I've got the Rock. Oh, so there were 2 on-set BFGs.
Yes.
That the Rock ended up taking home and keeping. That's
That
always
actually
cool.
like vibrated or something. That
Yeah,
right?
they fucking vibrate when you pull the trigger.
Fucking dope. Hell yes. Take that from set.
What was the other? Oh yeah, so they actually went through military boot camp to make sure they can actually move as a squad and do military tactics and stuff correctly on screen. They had an ex-Special Forces member, Tom McAdams, come in and teach them basic training and boot camp, and he was only supposed to come in for like 2 weeks or something, or he was told, and he ended up staying for like 3 months for the full production.
That's just way too goddamn long for this fucking movie, dude.
Yeah.
That poor man.
I love how much effort they put into making this movie.
Yeah, like they're trying, like they're going with practical effects, minor CGI, and any CGI is mostly just
Yeah.
in tandem with the physical effects. They casted incredible, like God, I can't remember the name of the guy. I didn't write it down, but like a fantastic like prosthetics movie monster maker to design, like pretty much based off of the Doom movies, video games, who had no idea like even about the Doom series, wasn't a like Doom computer guy, and still went out and did shit like that. They cast like Doug Jones, and they cast another guy whose name I didn't bother writing down because I'm a jackass.
Yeah, so they got a top tier special effects department.
Yeah.
And like minimal CGI in this movie.
Yeah, which is insane that they decided to go that hard.
Yeah.
Well, also it kind of makes sense because what I was reading about when it comes to correct, like they tried to do a Doom movie pretty much since the game came out.
Yeah.
And so it was taken over several times, and I actually wrote down because I care about writers more than I do about, other shit, because, I'm biased. But okay, so yeah, in the early, so Doom scripts were written a lot for the mid-90s and early 2000s. The first one I noticed was Alan B. McElroy, who wrote Halloween 4.
Yeah.
Wrote his script while we're also writing Resident Evil. Doom got turned down. He got him as Resident Evil. So that's who we blame for all that.
McElroy?
McElroy.
McElroy.
Alan B. McElroy.
McElroy.
Alan B. McElroy. McElroy is to blame for that. He went to a thrift shop and made Resident Evil. Then after that, a next pass was on Dean Lorry, who did Jason Goes to Hell, and actually had a script that had Arnold Schwarzenegger tied with it.
Yeah, I read that today, actually.
As Doom guy, and then that got canceled pretty quick after an unfortunate incident involving some children wielding a chainsaw.
I don't know how true that is, but
I highly doubt it's actual fact.
yeah, but I'm not
Well,
gonna
'cause
I'm not gonna discredit it, but I also don't want to give it any props.
Yeah, no,
Because I don't know all the
if
facts.
If that
I don't
did
know
happen, that is terrible.
Right.
But also, this is at a time where video games are being blamed on, which is like one of the themes I want to talk about.
It's like
the violence in video games at the time really adversely affecting children to the point where
so you got like Doom and Mortal Kombat and
Mortal Kombat, which preceded it by a year and was already in talks in the Senate.
Yeah.
And then Doom came out with all now they started involving hell, or at least with Mortal Kombat, like, oh no, it's the nether realm, it's different realms. Like, yeah, no, like scientists are just opening a portal to fucking hell.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Because it's fucking cool.
Well, because I guess if you're going with later in the games, because I watched the full history of the video games, it took me like 45 minutes breaking down the history of the video games. Eventually, it gets to the point where they alter the story because they kind of give a little bit of a shit about the story for the fans who actually care about it versus just the fast pace.
Just enough of a shit.
Just enough of a shit to where they're trying to access the energy of hell, which I believe is known as Argent. Yeah. And that's the way of like helping like humanity. So the kind of question I've got, kind of to deviate from the kind of bullshit for a second, do you think that there's a point like I have it written down are there certain frontiers that science shouldn't explore? For example, opening a portal to hell to access hell energy, or is it all free reign?
Well, to quote Honest Trailers, if you have to if you have to set up your computers to warn you of incoming demon invasions, maybe you should stop doing what you're doing.
Okay, so there we go. Okay, yeah. But also so there are scientists who have accessed hell, which means that Catholicism is the true religion. But there's
or
still,
at least to a degree.
To a degree, or
maybe not like exact copy paste.
Yeah, not just copy paste, but pretty much like based on fact.
To an extent, hell and demons exist.
So we can kind of go back on the Bible and shit like that, read on that, and get some scientific things out of it, even though there's different versions of every single one.
Right. Where are you going with this?
I'm just trying to figure. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just thought there's something interesting to talk about regarding the fact that these are scientists accessing hell, and why not go for heaven if you believe in hell and heaven?
Hell's easier to access.
So hell's easy.
You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to be righteous to get into hell.
This is true.
Basically, you just have to exist to get into hell.
Can you be a righteous scientist? Can you believe in God and also believe in the mathematics and the...
I feel like that's an oxymoron.
Is it?
A religious scientist?
I mean, there are Christian scientists, and those people are...
those people are fucking crazy.
Yeah. Actually, no, I'll alienate that audience.
I will alienate that.
I'll
Fuck
alienate
them.
you guys. You guys are
Fuck
fucking
you.
idiots.
Go to the hospital if your kid has cancer.
Yeah, come on. Get fucking you fucking... Okay. Yeah. But can you actually be... Because apparently in this universe, you can be both, I think. Mostly that's just... Okay, that's something I found incredibly curious while researching the games, because in the movie, it's not hell monsters.
No, it's a parasite.
Yeah, it's a parasite. Some sort of like Martian parasite that is affecting shit. Like, they don't even bother touching...
That's the only aspect of this movie that I'm like, that's kind of dumb. You're trying to copy Resident Evil's success.
Yeah. Which is weird because you're written by you were originally written by a guy who wrote Resident Evil, and they rejected that script.
Write what you know, I guess.
I mean, I guess, but just... I'll be honest, I had no where I was going to end with that, because it's currently just a free thought in my head about balancing.
Let us know what you think in the comments. Let us know if you think if you are a religious scientist. I don't know. Let us know what you think in the comments. Like let us know how you balance that. I guess.
No, I'm curious. Is pretty much all the science you do of way breaking down what makes God God, and is God actually a scientist, or
yeah, that's a fun avenue to
fun
walk
little
down.
thought experiment to walk down. You're sitting down with your friends, you're having a drink, maybe you're smoking a bowl or some shit like that, deciding it's existential, break it down. Is God just a absent father, or is he just a scientist?
Yeah, he's just experimenting. He's looking at us from a petri dish being like, that's some crazy shit they're doing down there. What's my other thing doing over here?
I wonder why they do that. I'm going to take some notes, come back to that later. Ooh, look at this.
Yeah. So what you were writing down themes. What do you got in your themes?
Themes, honestly, mostly ran around violence, because I know there's a lot of controversy about the violence behind the game.
Right.
And that led to... I did a lot of more research on the game than I did in the movie, because I know the movie, and I couldn't find a lot in the movie that wasn't just saying, look at the game, like I said earlier.
Yeah.
But mostly just like violence. It's mostly it's just its place and effect on society, children, and the mentally ill. First of all, the themes that I thought of were violence, religion, adaptations because of the rough nature of adapting a video game to a movie, and then science, which we talked about earlier, like with its, if everything's free reign or not. But mostly the violence aspect and how this... Is there, do we need to talk about the tie this game kind of had to Columbine?
No, because I don't believe it.
Yeah, neither do I.
No, absolutely.
I don't believe that's a problem. That's a problem I have. That's kind of what I brought up the theme for violence is like violence.
Those
in video
kids were
games.
already fucked up.
Yeah, like so that's pretty much. Actually, that's why I was curious about where your thought and your opinion was on that when it comes to violence in video games. Does it actually affect society and all that, or violence like movies and cinema and things like that? Does it adversely affect society or children? Like, is there a certain age where you don't show those things?
I'm kind of half and half on that. I'm like, yes, we should probably maybe wait on like a little bit on the harder end of violence, like blood and gore and all that stuff. Definitely, like give that a fucking minute, like until they can realize like what they're seeing and why it's bad, and like
Actually
can understand
conceptualize
it.
what's
Yeah.
going on, trying to break it down, and then
Right.
yeah.
But also like it's a tough one because I believe like humans are inherently violent. Like
Oh, I know. I completely agree with that.
feel
We're
like-
fucking animals.
I feel like when you're older and your brain's developing, you should like better. But then there's also like the side where it's like, well, like the kids that did Columbine, they were already fucked up social outcasts who wanted to do this shit anyway, and people tried to find a blame for them doing.
Well, a reason to
doing this shit.
justify such a horrific accident.
Exactly.
Trying to make it easier to
anything
understand.
try and like give them a better understanding while blaming an industry that clearly had nothing to do with it.
And little would they know it would become a common occurrence not that much later.
Yeah. No, it was like every fucking day there's a shooting happen. Are we blaming all the shootings on fucking video games and violent TV now?
No. That's violent. Like that violence in video games and television and the media is prevalent, and people are able to like process it and handle it.
Yeah.
It's so. Didn't mean to make it so like
I don't
serious.
I do not believe the kids that did Columbine like were influenced by violent video games or violent movies in any sense. I think they were
satanic
already,
music and imagery. Like
Right.
I think Marilyn Manson got some shit for that. Although
well, he was
also was abusive piece of shit. So fuck that.
Fuck him. But also, yeah, it's bullshit to think that they were influenced by it. No, they were already fucked up and wanted to do it anyway, and then finally came to terms and like fucking did it. It just so happened that was the shit that they were into at the time.
Would you believe that actually one of the first papers I ever felt in high school was based on defending violence and stuff and defending video games, period.
Oh, I can believe it.
Oh, yeah, because
Yeah, especially in this goddamn state.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Got fucking shit on, and oh, god damn it, pissed me off so fucking
I
bad.
failed many papers in high school defending metal music and like horror movies.
Yeah, and it just like the people they still want to fucking hear it. I'm like, we legit are training people
Just
like
because you don't like it, you can't objectively be like, oh, or you can't. What's the phrase? Not or objectively be like, this is a good paper. This is a good paper and it's written very well and the argument is solid. No, just because it's about metal music or horror movies, okay, I'm giving it an automatic failure.
Yeah, it's like, sorry,
like,
you know,
didn't
I don't
even
agree with that,
fucking
whatever.
read it.
It's like, it's clearly, I did everything you asked for, and it's like, yeah.
You just don't like the side that I'm defending.
Yeah, and also, if we're being honest, based on, I don't know about your teachers, but my teachers, is like the last video game you played was probably Pong.
Yeah.
So I guess, I mean, that's a pretty violent fucking game, man. Have you
Yeah,
ever,
it's so
you ever-
violent. There's
yeah.
a ball being hit by sticks.
Yeah.
Dude.
And also, have you ever like just fucked it up and not like when you were younger, just reached out and punched somebody?
Dude, that's what happens. You get mad, you lose a video game,
Yeah.
you hit your brother, and then you be like, oh shit, don't tell mom, don't tell mom.
Yeah,
you're
don't tell
fine,
my mom.
you're
Sorry.
fine."
Because we're inherently violent fucking creatures. Because we're fucking animals.
Mo,
Speaking of animals,
why
Mo,
are you chewing on a pencil?
what's going on, bud?
You gotta go outside, Mo? Hang on.
Oh,
Go
God.
out. Wanna go out, buddy? Come on. Come on, Mo. Grab your ball. Get your ball.
Oh, my God, such a good boy.
Go get him, Mo. Look at us. Look at us talking about a movie and then relating it to fucking Columbine
Like, we're getting...
and actually relating it to themes in the human
Yeah, we're getting weirdly serious.
the human disease.
We got like 10 fucking episodes or 12 episodes before this shit where it's all like, drinking movies fun.
And when it actually comes to like violence and history, we're getting all pissed off and serious.
Oh man, we're fun. So yeah, those are the themes I want to bring up. Also, like religion. That's another thing we can go off for way too fucking long on. It's gonna be a long ass preamble if we do that. Although I imagine just watching the movie afterwards is gonna be pretty fucking short.
Not too long. I mean, I'm probably just going to talk about my favorite scenes and shit, and like how good the practicals were, and how good the first person shooting holds up. The first person.
That's the best fucking goddamn scene in the whole fucking movie.
Yeah,
it's fucking delightful. So I guess we get this serious shit out of the way.
Besides The Rock kicking Carl Urban through glass and saying "Semper Fi,
Semper Fi, motherfucker!" Oh my god, fucking.
That one's good. I've got one round. Always perfect.
Well, also I enjoyed like looking up. I was looking up goofs based on the movie and the people tried citing that I've got half a clip is a goof because any Marine would say he's got like half mag. But in the game they're called clips.
Right.
So it's just a reference to the fucking game, which is nice. Apparently there's a lot of awesome getting less serious. There's a lot of awesome references to the game that are present. Like, but first of all, with Doug Jones playing. The imp of Dr. Carmack being one of the main guys who helped create the game.
John Carmack.
Yeah. A lot of fucking nice nods to that. I know there's like a beating heart in a jar next to something else, which is the logo for id Studios.
Yeah.
Who corrected this? Jesus Christ. Blah, blah, blah. Oh no.
id Studios.
id Studios made it.
Created,
not corrected. Created. That's the word
id
we're
Software.
going for. id Software. Fucking hell. Oh yeah. It was a lot more eloquent when it came to the serious shit.
Yeah.
I found myself weirdly just like, ah!
What else do we got? The Rock reading it. Oh, damn it! No.
I mean, some things I wanted to bring up, like certain notes that I took down, was the other things like the director and the writers had done that I thought were thoroughly interesting. Oh man, can you please say the director's name? Because I don't even.
Andre. I can't remember his name.
Barkowiak? Andre Barkowiak? Oh, no, I'm doing such a bad job.
Something like that. Barkov.
But he also did like Romeo Must Die with Jet Li.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and then he also did Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li.
Ah.
Yes, this man's got his hands in shitty video games.
Clearly one of the world's finest. One of the world's finest directors we have here.
But then we also have the writers like Dave Callahan, which I was surprised to find out that he did writing on Across the Spider-Verse. Helped with that. Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings.
Nice.
And then also Mortal Kombat in 2021.
Okay.
So that really shows.
Yeah. Well, did you look up? So Sean Pegg and Edgar Wright were.
I got the written right there.
Yeah.
Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright were asked to polish a dialogue, but said no. And I can only imagine what the dialogue would have been like with those two just inserting it into this clearly just insane already fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like try to add some Shaun of the Dead or some fucking like fucking Baby Driver into.
Right.
Into that, which is fucking insane. And then the other writer, sorry, I just needed to mention, Wesley Strick, did the Nightmare remake in 2010 and Cape Fear.
The Cape Fear with Bobby D?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Sweet.
So we've got the motherfucker that did Cape Fear, another motherfucker that did Mortal Kombat 2021 writing this movie, with a guy who did Street Fighter Legend of Chun-Li. Which shows in this movie so goddamn well, especially when you've got. I even wrote down like the things that I know and love about the main actors that we talked about. Like you got Carl Urban, who's done so goddamn much.
Yeah,
such a delightful fucking actor and character actor. He's a Butcher, who I love his portrayal of Butcher.
Billy Butcher.
Cole's Comic Book Connection. I can always find a way to fucking bring it in.
Mm-hmm.
Butcher from the goddamn Boys, fucking love it. Does a fantastic goddamn job. You also got Bones / Dr. McCoy from Star Trek, Hughes Airmere, Lord of the Rings, Scourge in Thor Ragnarok,
right?
Caesar in Xena and Hercules, which is fantastic. And then you got The Rock, who.
Well, you forgot one more with Carl Urban.
What I forget?
For a future episode this season. Judge Dredd.
I forgot to mention Dredd. Son of a talking comic book connections. And I forgot that.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Got Judge Dredd coming up in a future episode this season.
Oh, I'm excited to talk about that. I've got the, more than the comic books next. I'm going to fucking just devour those once I finish going through Invincible for the 6th time.
There you go. So we got The Rock, who is The Rock.
I mean, I didn't even know what to write down, like what we know him from. Like, I wanted to just sarcastically for myself write down Moana only.
But also, it's The Rock.
It's The Rock. Like,
I refuse to call him Dwayne Johnson.
He's created a whole like personality, like actor character thing. Like he's just done.
Yeah.
Which is just so insane. We're just pretty much like he is. Even people who like who are younger than us, which I don't like to acknowledge because they're not actually people. Just know that he was Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Like, it's just the Rock persona just permeates his career, which it's got to be kind of tough to get away from as an actor, but also just embrace it, man.
He's never really tried to get away from it, though. It's like,
yeah, it's just kept it on the fringe.
The Rock is what skyrocketed him to just ridiculous heights of popularity, and he, he can never not be The Rock to me. He's The Rock.
Yeah, he's The
he
Rock.
will always be The Rock.
Always The Rock, even though now he's just like in actual credits like Dwayne Johnson, when you've got like Chris Bridges in the Fast and Furious series, but that's fucking ludicrous.
I don't know.
Like, I think it's the problem with like personas and things like that as an actor. Like, it's kind of hard to break away.
Walking into a club and be like, yo, Christopher Wallace was one of the biggest rappers in the 90s. Fucking who? Biggie Smalls.
Oh, yeah, no, dude, motherfucker, I love Biggie Smalls. The fuck did you say a second ago? Christopher Wallace.
No, I know him as Christopher Wallace, motherfucker. No, it's The Rock.
It's The Rock.
He is always The Rock, and
Probably
he will always be The Rock.
Always will be The Rock. Do you think he should have just stuck with The Rock and not changed to Dwayne Johnson?
No, because Dwayne Johnson, like he's taken his acting career a little bit more. He's been an actor for longer than he's been a wrestler now.
He's really taking his acting career that seriously?
Yeah, but he's still The Rock.
I saw Black Adam. Is he really taking his acting career that seriously?
Well, I mean, I guess he doesn't really have to. He gets away just by his name alone now. He can just be Dwayne Johnson.
So few movies have triggered as much vitriol and bile as fucking Black Adam.
I've said it before. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The best wrestler turned actor is still Batista.
Oh, dude, absolutely. What's that culty movie he was just in? Where they're like doing the cabin with
Knock at the Cabin.
Knock at the Cabin.
Yeah.
Dude.
No, Batista is an actor.
He's an actor. He is awesome. I mean, also like his stints as Drax, Comic Book Connection.
Him and Blade Runner 2049.
Yeah. I've not seen that, but here he did a great job. I have not seen any of the Blade Runners. Should probably
he's
throw that on the
fantastic.
list. Is he?
He's an actor.
Dude, that's so fucking awesome.
Like, he's not just a wrestler turned actor where he has to be this action hero. No, he's an actor. Which
he did for a stint, and it was still enjoyable and okay. Like Stuber with Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah.
Like, it's very much just like kind of a wrestler, like action actor, but he's got the comedy chops. He's got the drama chops.
My God, he's got the dramedy chops.
My God, he's fucking got dramedy chops for days. Fucking call him Van Buren because he's got them chops.
Yeah. But yeah.
The only other fact I had to point out that we didn't mention is that Vin Diesel turned down the lead role too.
I saw that. Yeah, I did see that.
Which is just fucking mind blowing. We got two people from the Fast and Furious.
Everything has to come full circle.
I mean, it does. It's just we got two people from one of the biggest franchises ever, the Fast and Furious, turning this movie down. Only to have the lead be a far superior goddamn actor, which is Carl Urban. Carl Urban's a great goddamn actor.
An actual actor.
An actual actor. It's like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I'm Groot. It's like, all right, guess I can do that. Have a bit of fun.
Yeah. What? I'm trying to think of lines. I don't got a squad. I got family.
Okay. The only Carl Urban I can kind of do is Carl Urban as Billy Butcher.
Yeah.
And that's because what I love about that, and I'm pretty sure you're going to cut this, but he does a great job as Billy Butcher because in the comic books he's supposed to talk like, he's described as a Michael Caine talking motherfucker. And he's like, I've never gotten that before. So now he's in his line delivery. He's like, all right, fucking, here we go.
It's supposed to be
It's New Zealand Michael Caine.
New Zealand Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Michael Caine.
Zealand Michael Caine. Scorched earth. Yeah, that's all I can really do.
Yeah.
Got to work on that. It's not as good as my David Attenborough now.
All right.
It too much.
Tail end.
Tail end. I am excited to watch this movie again. It has been legit since I was 14 fucking years old.
I'm surprised because I usually watch this movie once a year.
Oh yeah, no. Because I just remember this is one of the first movies. As you get older, you start getting kind of a sentience and things about things you like. Because like as a kid, I'm like, oh, it's got the thing I like, yay!
Yeah.
And this is like, oh no, first of all, this was a video game that I was not allowed to play at home. I'd either go to friends' houses or like my family, like extended family's house to play it. Was not allowed to play this shit. So it was like it's like a secret like little like of mine. Like, ooh, I like Doom. I'm gonna keep that to myself though, because otherwise I am grounded for playing Doomed.
No.
But then, yeah, like 14 years old, is able to kind of just sneak it in somehow to go and watch it because I'm over 13 years old and it's PG-13. Go to watch it and just being incredibly nervous about how it would turn out because I like the game so much. It's one of those first times I realized as a moviegoer, oh no, this could be bad.
This movie based off a video game could be bad?
Yeah, because like also at that time, like I'd watched Super Mario Brothers at least twice. Once when it was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's the thing, and I love Bob Hoskins because he was in Hook and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And then he got a bit older, and I rewatched it. It's like, no. I don't like that. I don't like that. Dennis Hopper, what are you doing? No, stop with the tongue.
Yeah.
So this is like one of the first ones that really made me realize like, oh no, this could actually be bad. So I'm excited to watch it again in the sense watching it for the first time, which is still, it sticks in my head. It's a very memorable movie because it's like so bad.
Yeah.
That definitely sticks out, but I'm excited to watch it again and to like come at it from the more adult perspective. And I'm gonna make a guess. I'm gonna like this movie more now than I did when I first saw it.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption.
I'm still gonna think it's gonna be bad.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying this movie's good by any means.
But yeah, no, I'm assuming I'm going into this with like I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of this really shitty fucking movie.
Yeah, but you know the movies I like.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I'm excited to fucking watch this, and I still love the fact that Robbie was really hoping for Dune over Doom.
Yeah. All right, so this has been the first half. We're going to go watch Doom, and we'll let you know what we think after the break. All right, Cole, do your thing.
Cue the ads!
This podcast is brought to you by Hopkins Brewing Company in Salt Lake City, Utah.
This week I had the Martin Head Lager. It's a good midsummer's night dream away from your family and kids. Cole, what did you have?
Well, I had this week the Strawberry Zinfandel Sour, which is a delightfully slightly sweet strawberry sour with just enough sour to hit you in the cheeks and just a nice Zinfandel to balance it out. So if you want to still feel bougie with your wine, but also regular with your beer, this is a great way to go.
And those of you that have been on board, we will be announcing the Patreon soon, so keep in touch and we'll send you a link in the comments.
See the link!
Semper Fi!
Semper Fi, motherfucker!
Such a fun movie.
Oh my god, this fucking movie.
What'd you think?
I'm not quite as pissed as you were for the Phantom.
You're pissed? I'm so happy.
I'm okay. I'll be honest. I thoroughly enjoyed it. This is very much a fun movie.
Yeah, it's dumb as shit, but
yeah, that being said,
it's really fun.
It's dumb to the point where it kind of pisses me off to an extent. Like this is the most notes I've taken for any goddamn movie we've done so far.
Especially like thinking about how much effort they put into it and like how much money they spent.
That's one note. 3 months of Marine work. 3 months of Marine. Are you fucking kidding me? Really?
Hey, they looked perfect though. They looked great.
I mean, I had a tough time. And see, before I just watched this movie to just watch this fucking movie, and now that we're actually fucking doing this shit, I actually had to pay attention. And oh my god, I found myself so fucking pissed off about so many goddamn things. I don't know what movie to show you after this as a way of like getting revenge, as opposed to reports like it's like, hey Cole, you showed me Phantom. Here's Serbian films. Like I don't know how to counteract fucking Doom.
No, because Doom is perfect.
Oh my god, this fucking movie. Oh. I don't know if I can do any more early 2000s movies.
Dude, it was so good though. Like I had a big ass smile on my face the entire movie.
I mean, it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deny that.
Is it
Especially-
also really dumb?
Incredibly fucking dumb. But then I
Has
got like
nothing to do with the game.
I got the nostalgia when I went for the first person shooter mode. Like it's like okay, again, I'm involved now. Yes, okay, here we go. Oh fuck yeah! Like looking around. But even then, it's not as fast paced as the actual goddamn Doom games.
No,
like they're
no,
taking their
it's-
fucking goddamn time.
It
Just
is kind
to-
of a slow burn.
Yeah, just
it's
to,
a
like,
little
fucking-
bit of a slow burn.
Just to fucking like show you, it's like, oh, you remember this? Ah, but you remember this? Like you remember this is member bearers before member bearers. Like this is just pure fucking. It's not even actual fucking fan service. It's
No. There's like one or two things from the game in it.
it's nothing even like Doom 3 for the fucking 360. Oh my god, man. I kept my cool. I kept my cool.
It's a lot easier if you just completely separate it from the game. You're like, this is its own movie.
But I can't. I did the research on the game, and also we're here. Like, I'll watch.
There's your biggest fault right there.
Well, and also we're just doing this. Like we're doing this, and we're watching movies. Like we're doing this, and we're watching movies. Got to have some sort of form of fucking content. So got to actually pay attention, and we start actually paying attention. Because if you just separate yourself from this movie, oh fuck yeah, dude, yeah. Oh, what a delightful time. Like we're just. We got all those little action bits coming in, like ooh, some mild horror, some mild suspense. Ooh, there we go. We're going with the unrated. With the unrated version. Here's some just like gratuitous titties.
Yeah,
Here we go.
An occasional titty never hurt.
Okay. So you're going with that. But now say you're making a podcast revolved around talking about goddamn movies. Now you actually have to fucking pay attention to what's going on with these goddamn movies. And
So what's your biggest gripe with it?
the fact that it's nothing like the video games. That's why I should not have done the research on that. Second of all, just the storyline in general, the way they handle everything, the plot line, versus fucking, I'm guessing, Mars creatures that they end up trying to breed with like humans and shit like that, or some sort of what are the Doom creatures? What are the Doom creatures? Like in the game, it's like, oh, these are demons from hell.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Some fucking scientists got too big for their britches, decided to breach into hell to harvest energy. Here we go. Demons from hell. These are genetic mutation.
It's
army experiments.
genetically engineered mutation through a new chromosome that the
24th chromosome that they found on the Martians.
The Martians developed, and then the humans re-engineered and found and didn't realize that it
targeted evil.
That it targeted a person's ability, like the evil part of your brain or whatever.
That's okay. So we're not gonna make it about hell
again. Dumb.
So we're not going to make it about hell. We're not going to bring any. There you go. Evil right there. Okay, evil shit. Like this is from hell. It's like, yeah, no. So apparently their tongues
can infect the people with
on the
chromosome.
neck.
Chromosome 20.
So
that's where your jugular.
So if you get a hickey, therefore you are clearly fucking evil, and therefore succumb to.
Because the monsters only infect those they know are evil and can sense the evil.
Which they can sense by evil via their tongue.
Via
their tongue.
Well, I assume it's more than that. But
No. That is what Rosamund Pike showed us with like the brain matter between this guy and the brain matter between this guy.
The tongue reacts to it, but the entire being probably knows and can sense it.
What to infect via its tongue, and it's just it's like alien mixed with. Honestly, I would have found this a bit more enjoyable if it actually involved hell.
Yeah.
Because
it's still 100% more enjoyable than Doom Annihilation.
I mean, yeah. Well,
that movie is fucking dog
shit. If that's the bar,
The bar is
If that's the bar, then how are we still tripping?
yeah. No, but that movie is terrible. And
Oh my god. Well, it's also called Annihilation, which Mortal Kombat Annihilation is also a terrible goddamn garbage.
Fair.
Fucking,
And
don't name anything Annihilation
and
as a
the
sequel.
the CG is just as good. Like that movie looked like a student film, and trust me, I've seen plenty, and yeah, it just did not.
Yeah, no, I've seen better like fan videos on YouTube
Yeah,
when it comes to that shit.
but Doom 2005, like everything's on screen, like it's good. The practicals, the cinematography. You can see where the money went.
Yes.
Even the fucking cast.
Well,
Like,
even
the
the
cast is
the cast
great.
is fantastic.
The
I mean,
story is dumb as shit,
the cast is trying to act the fuck out of this stupid ass story.
except for Sarge's story, which
Sarge's story is so goddamn dumb.
no. If you take it. This might be me like putting a little bit
okay.
more backstory.
Or
into
let's try to
it
get some
than I care.
backstory. Justify it for me. Justify it.
So Sarge's story, he's very cut and dry, gung ho Marine, leader of his team and everything.
He's got the tattoo that Sam's
has always done everything by the book and has never lost a soldier in his entire career. He loses one, starts to freak out, loses another one, gets a little bit more like, all right, we need to figure this out. Loses two more. By the time he loses 4 soldiers, he starts fucking panicking and he has no idea how to deal with the situation. That's when he starts freaking out. He kills Carmack. He's starting, you can see the wires starting to get twisted, and then he loses a couple more. When he loses Portman, he starts freaking out. He doesn't know what to do until the point when his rookie starts to disobeying orders. He fucking shoots him because he's like, I'm sick of
in the fucking throat.
yeah.
Not even a quick way of taking out his. If he really cares about his team so much, why shoot a team member in the fucking throat so he can just die by drowning?
Well, he doesn't necessarily care about his team. He cares more. He cares about his mission more above anything else. But his team keeps dying. He's never lost.
he cares
his mission is going to shit, and he doesn't know what to do.
Here's the hole in that. Is when he first talks to fucking Carl Urban about that stuff. He's like, so we got this mission. I've been recommended to tell you not to come on this mission, but I want you to come on this mission. You shouldn't come on this mission. You're emotionally compromised. I want you to come on this mission, but I'm recommended to say you don't come on this mission.
Highly suggest he should.
Highly suggest you not come on this mission. And as soon as he shows up, it's like, oh, I'm here.
He's like,
yeah.
Well, Reaper's a good soldier. He knows he can count on Reaper.
That is an insane
never
way.
had it.
That's an insane way to fucking function when you're dealing with an emergency situation.
Right, but
This is an
he knows he
emergency
can-
situation to where they show up and all the scientists are like, oh yeah, these guys are here. Okay, hey, yeah, no. Everyone's totally fucking fine and calm, even though the head fucking scientist is like gone. Some mad fucking hysteria is going on, which resembles Creatures from Hell breaking out.
It still doesn't shake. It doesn't say shake Sarge in any like he's fine. Like he's not shaken until he starts losing men.
then give
he's
me-
never lost men.
Well, then
He's
give me
never-
his backstory, how he is not fucking shaken by this until he starts losing men.
He is shaken,
When he starts losing men.
right? Because he's never lost men. He's never failed a mission. He's so gung ho.
He's dealing with an
doesn't-
operation on Mars.
He doesn't know how to operate. Fighting a losing
Which
mission.
means he
He's
should-
never lost a mission.
Which mean should they have sent him though? Like this is like a Mars operation.
That's why they sent him. He's never lost a mission.
Also bullshit. Everyone's got some fucking L's under their belt. Fucking eat a dick.
Okay, the thing about everybody's got L's, but no, this is a movie universe. Sarge has never lost.
Okay, so Sarge has never lost. He
He's
starts
never lost anything.
losing, and that's when we become aware of the inherent evilness heart, which is why he ends up being possessed slowly.
Well, he's got the inherent evil because he's very like cut and dry. Do this mission, do it.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck. They tell me to do this shit, I go and do it. You tell me to kill civilians, I'll kill civilians. He doesn't care.
But then it takes like a good what I'm guessing in like actual movie time, like besides what we watch, but like what actually takes place is like a good hour or two for him to finally start turning. Right at the very end.
Well, you saw it took Goat a while to get up and start moving. It's just the mutation. The mutation didn't start taking hold of Sarge yet. He's already dead at that point. He's just back up and moving around.
Yeah, he's pretty much just like a walking corpse by that point.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
going into an in-depth analysis of of a really dumb fucking movie.
A really dumb fucking goddamn movie, man. Why are we being so fucking goddamn serious and so hard for this objectively dumb fucking, like, proven to have bombed and pissed people off stupid fucking movie, trying to get so fucking serious about this stupid fucking movie?
That's kind of the backstory I've kind of given myself, where it's like Sarge, it kind of makes more sense, his slow decline into insanity, and then he finally gets infected, but like to the point where like he's so fucking gone that he doesn't want to risk his mission, to the point where he kills one of his own teammates.
Okay, maybe with a better actor, I could have gotten behind that.
I don't know. Rock wasn't that bad. He wasn't great, but he wasn't terrible.
I mean, for the type of movie that we got, then yeah, no, he was totally fine. He was totally fine. He was totally great for the movie that.
But you're playing opposite Carl Urban, dude. Like
playing opposite Carl Urban, and Carl Urban's picking up the part that you turned down.
Yeah.
Like, I find more interesting is this guy who is so super into his job and eventually starts like being like, oh no, I'm actually shitty, breaking down, as opposed to the guy who's like, hey, I'm empathetic. I'm about to go to a place where my sister is.
I'm an actual person.
I'm an actual
other
person
than just a machine in the cog.
Yeah, a machine in the cog. I'm about to go to a place where my sister is stationed.
Or a cog in the machine. Sorry.
My estranged sister, who I have not talked to in
10 years.
10 years, a whole fucking decade, because we decided to deviate based on she wanted to be a scientist helping people, and I decided I just wanted to do some like
that, and their parents died in front of them in the mine on Mars.
Yeah, but
I don't know if you caught that.
No, because everything else was covered over that. About her talking about him just like going around killing fucking people, and her talking about saving people. They glossed over the fact that their parents died in a mine on Mars.
It's subtle. Yeah.
It's subtle. It's fucking subtle as shit. That's still a lot more character goddamn development than we got with fucking Sarge. Like Sarge is just like, yeah, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Oh my god, event!
Yeah. So my notes, I got the Universal logo.
Oh yeah, turn with Mars.
Is Mars.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. Dude, I love how we get on the same page sometimes, man.
That shit is good. I wrote that Carl Urban actually looks like the original Doom guy a little bit.
So a little bit, yeah.
That
actually,
worked a lot better in their favor.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Yeah, as opposed to The Rock or Vin Diesel.
Right.
Or Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the late 90s.
Exactly. I got the Doom arm, which is a fun little nod they brought back in Doom 2016, where The Rock uses a severed arm as a fingerprint scanner. They do that again in the Doom 2016 game. I'm happy.
I appreciate that in any movie, any space horror movie, where you have to use somebody's severed arm as a way of unlocking shit. I appreciate the fuck out of that, because that seems very realistic and also incredibly uncomfortable. Just imagine just like, oh, god damn it, okay, I got to get through it. I want to survive. I got to get through the next room. Oh, shit. Okay, it's a finger scanner. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, I am so sorry. Oh, why are you so cold? Oh my god, I am so sorry. Shit, didn't quite get it right. Didn't quite.
Your hand for a bit.
Okay, hold on. Let me spread the fingers out. Oh my god.
I also wrote down the pinky. The pinky CGI effects held up really fucking well.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, that was delightful. That was delightful to rewatch.
I was happy to see how well that held up.
Yeah, that was like that was awesome as hell.
Almost 20 years later.
Yeah,
like 20.
Don't
22 years later.
Mention the goddamn fucking age.
No, sorry, 18 years later.
No. 21.
17?
I don't want
2005?
I don't want barely legal.
Yeah, but
it was 2005, so that's almost 20 years ago. So that's 18 years ago.
Yeah, 18. They held up really, really well.
That part held up really well. That was okay. Well, that's also back during that first-person shooter scene.
Yeah, realistically, the whole first-person shooter sequence held up really well.
Oh yeah, like it was still incredibly exciting. Brought you back to the game, although it was a little bit slow. Doesn't require as much manic like bobbing, weaving, and jumping
Yeah.
back. Also, they kept the a thing I noted after doing research on the game is they had the shoulder mount, like they had the flashlight part of it, which was like the biggest complaint in Doom 3.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what the video is based on, is they had to switch between flashlight and gun. And this one, like, no, we're going to go with what we do eventually, where we fix the fact that just you have like a shoulder mounted flashlight, like they just mount flashlights onto
Put
the
the
gun.
put the flashlight on the bottom end of the gun or some shit.
Yeah, which is like one of the main meme ones at the time was just like apparently duct tape runs out in the fucking future because you can't just duct tape a flashlight to your fucking gun.
I think honestly that's why I didn't dive into Doom 3 as hard as I wanted to when it came out, because I was like, I don't want to have to switch back and forth. This is fucking dumb.
But also, one more time, how old were you when this game came out? 2004?
8.
Shut the fuck up, man.
I played it.
Shut the fuck up, man.
I still played it on
Shut
release.
the fuck up.
It wasn't good. I didn't like it. I was like, I can't see. There's no flashlight. This is dumb. I'm going to go back to playing Doom 1.
Well, it did also heavily lean into the more horror aspect of the genre.
Yeah.
With the flashlight.
Well, it fits now with how my taste has changed. But I also played the BFG edition where you just have a flashlight. And I was like, this is so much better.
This is so much better and so much easier. It's like, oh, okay, here we go.
Just
okay,
give me the fucking flashlight. It's still scary. Just give me the goddamn flashlight.
Man. I still got to fucking deal with like dodging around fucking corridors and getting shit. Yeah. No, okay. So I'm glad they did include that. I enjoyed that little aspect of it. That's a fun little Easter egg nod. Oh, man. Okay, what else did I get? If it tries to kill you, it's a threat.
Goes like this, you see. Tries to kill you, it's a threat.
There you go, kid. Now you know what to do.
Yep.
Also, honestly, I was doing a fair amount of cliches. I did a Carl Urban having teleportation issues cliche based between on Bones, being Bones in fucking Star Trek.
Yeah.
This one having a problem with teleportation, kind of being put off in The Boys by Huey's teleportation. Mm-hmm. Like, Carl Urban doesn't like teleportation cliche, which is fantastic. That's a fun character thing to have. Just like, no, I don't like that.
We're gonna have Carl Urban in our show. Can we work in a teleportation thing?
We got to work on a teleportation thing. Oh, can we please? Yes. Future controls. Yet they all look like Doom 1. When they like go up to the actual control panel, you're like, that's from Doom 1, man. Like that's what we're doing 20 years from almost now.
Yeah.
It's fucking Doom controls.
They only had one color key card though, so
I mean, yeah, because it's just the vibrant green, which registers easier on a fucking computer when it comes to that shit.
They could have had the yellow key card, the red key card, the blue key card. They could have had each one. They could have added that whole.
They could have done all that, but they just
they just had the one basic ass white key card.
Yeah. What else I got? Gross harassment. This movie's got a few problems, like gross harassment, gross incestuous assumption.
Yeah.
The next thing I say is
early 2000s isms.
The early 2000 isms, which, man, it's amazing how far we've come.
Yeah. In a short amount of time.
In a short amount of time. Then the next thing, immediately after all the gross, interactions with females, is don't make animals scary. I'm tired of seeing animals freak the fuck out in cages.
No, yeah.
It's upsetting because you have to train them to do that. I don't like that. It's very upsetting, especially when later there's just a fucking Rottweiler on Mars that's just running loose. Mm-hmm. You just got a loose goddamn dog.
Nobody said, it was one of the animal testings. Nobody said what they were doing was ethical.
Makes it really harder to get behind keeping these scientists alive.
Right. Well, fuck them. They were all. You saw how many scientists didn't get turned into.
I know, but this is post Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
What?
This is we're talking post, like for our watching of this, we're talking post of the Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
But still, like, I think all but one or two scientists didn't get turned into.
Well, what I was reading in
evil.
the credits when they're doing the whole Doom fucking like video game style thing.
Yeah.
They only shoot the names of people who actually died in the movie during like the actor credits.
Oh. Yeah, I think it's something like I read that it was like only Carl Urban and Rosamund Pike's names were like regular font and everybody else was blown up because They were the only two that survived the encounter.
Well, this brings talking about these scientists, then that brings it back to the point I was bringing up earlier about should science have a fucking limit or not? Because these guys are, so you can get away with testing on animals because you're not on Earth, but like you're still representatives of Earth and you're testing on animals. Why is there a loose Rottweiler in space?
Because they were experimenting on
and
it.
they're so fucking loose with that shit to the point where Rosamund Pike decides to just inject her brother Carl Urban with this thing because she's like I'm guessing because she believes that there's not enough evil in his heart for him to be mutated by this thing they were doing.
Imagine if we put this much thought into good movies.
Right?
That might be my intro.
Just imagine for a second if we actually gave a fuck about good movies as hard as we do about trying to like justify this movie we enjoyed.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed the fuck out of this movie, but it just brings up so many goddamn points.
It's so much fun. It's so much more fun to care about shit that's dumb.
Yeah, exactly. It just is like, this is so fucking stupid, but let's talk about the actual things behind the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Like Rosamund Pike injects her brother with this serum that she knows mutates people into fucking demons based on some inherent evil in their brain or 24th chromosome apparent in them because they are evil. Decides to inject her mercenary brother that she had a huge problem with being a mercenary and a fucking Marine with the entire time. Had a huge problem with it. Decides, yeah, no, I think he's actually good. Then injects him straight in the neck. First of all, fuck that.
Well, no, it was in his arm.
Either way, fuck that. Either way, fuck that. And decides to inject him.
But he's her brother. She knows him.
But he confesses, no, it's like, I've done bad things.
To which she argues, no, I know you. You're fine.
Oh, yeah, no, it's totally fine because the power of family, I guess, trumps your inherent evil.
Oh, maybe they should have gotten Vin Diesel.
Family.
The power of family.
Power of family. It's okay. I did it all for family. Yeah, no, so they got fucking Carl Urban, got fucking Billy Butcher.
Yeah.
Against. Also, so she just decides to make him a super soldier now?
Yeah, now he's
now he's Captain America?
Yeah, well, Captain America Origin, Doom.
Or is he Captain Mars?
Oh, he might be Captain Mars in that sense.
Which would make him... Oh, actually, it wouldn't make him Captain Krakoa because Krakoa is a separate island off of Earth.
Captain Olympus Mons.
Captain Mons! Either way. Oh, my God. Okay, I'll be honest. I do wish I got this excited about serious good movies.
Captain Demos? Captain
Mars.
Phobos and Deimos. Those are the moons.
I guess you have to name him off of a continent that you established on Mars because he's Captain America normally.
I can remember the moons of Mars, but I can't remember basic math.
That's another shot for a indictment on the American education system. Take a shot.
Take a shot for Phobos. Not
Take a
Demos,
shot for
though.
Phobos.
Not Demos.
Not Demos.
Okay, maybe for Demos, too.
Take a shot for Los Dos.
All right, where are we going with this?
I don't know, man. I'm just so fucking worked up about this goddamn movie. Okay, what else do I got? Oh, man, I took so many goddamn notes, and they're all fucking one-word goddamn notes.
I don't know. I still just like the decline of Sarge. I think that was written well. I don't know. In my head, that was written well.
I mean, I guess if I could have got behind his team a bit more, but the people he brought in all fucking sucked. You got Kid sucks. Kid sucks. He's annoying. Decides to get fucking high on the goddamn job where they're dealing with a possible alien invasion. Then you got Portman.
Portman's the worst.
Portman.
That being said,
okay. First big note. Portman so gross. Second of all, Portman never been arrested.
Right?
Really?
Yeah.
Really? This creepy ass motherfucker who's like first line is talking about taking a vacation with a whole bunch of fucking oh goddamn, what does he call them? He says like boy girls, some Thai boy girls,
some Thai lady boys,
yeah. Has not been arrested.
Quoting the movie, this isn't coming from us.
Yeah, not coming from us. Saying he's like a whole bunch of Thai, and he has never been arrested. Never been.
Yeah, he's pretty gross.
He's a skeevy, disgusting, and he lasts so much longer than all the motherfuckers that you want to.
Yeah, he's like one of the last people to die.
One of the last people to die. Like, another fucking note I took: never take a shit in the middle of a goddamn movie. If you have to take a shit, don't take a shit.
He didn't
wasn't
have to
actually
take a shit.
taking a shit.
Yeah.
He said he had to take a shit, but still, if you find yourself in the bathroom of any goddamn movie, don't do that.
Yeah.
That's gonna end up fucking being Jurassic Parked and being like, oh, hey, I'm a lawyer. Fuck lawyers. T-Rex.
Which played really well into the cliche.
I mean, it
horror
did.
movie, which is fine.
It
You
did.
got to have at least one cliche death in
You
there.
gotta have at least one like cliche bathroom death because we need more horror in bathrooms
Right.
because they're not nearly terrifying enough as they are
No.
or disgusting.
Let's see. Oh, but that being said, Richard Brake is up there for being Freddy Krueger in my mind. He is perfect.
Oh no, he do
Nice
a
and-
great goddamn
nice
job.
and
I can see him just like
Creepy and
doing the
gross and
clawed
shit.
glove, like scraping things down. Like I can
Yeah.
easily imagine him doing that.
Also, like, he hasn't aged one bit.
No, he hasn't, dude. He still looks the fucking same, which is fucking insane.
It's nuts.
Like it's okay. No, he'd easily do that. He's fantastic. That being said, fucking fuck Portman.
yeah. Fucking gross bitch.
Oh god, such a disgusting.
Who else you got
fucking
in your
character.
notes?
Who else do I have in my notes?
No. We're going through the squad. Now let's go through
Oh, we're
the
going
squad.
through the squad. It's going through the squad. Okay, fuck the kid. The kid fucking sucks.
Yeah, the kid
Kid's
sucks.
a fucking idiot.
Kid sucks. Portman sucks.
Kid sucks. Portman sucks. Okay, and then you got what's his face? Fucking sniffing Rosamund Pike.
Duke. Yeah, Duke was a little horny. But he's stereotypically horny dude.
Yeah, but it's just on because he's the one that like cracks like the incestuous joke about like, how'd you let that get away from me? He's like, oh, it's my sister. He's like, oh, I'm gonna hit on her now. We're good buddies. We've served together. We've killed people together. We've done multiple missions together.
Oh, so you're saying she's available?
So you're saying she's single? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying she's my sister,
right.
and you're gonna sniff her.
And then Destroyer's like, don't do this again.
Just.
So he's already
already done it before, which means he's just.
He's already pretty lustful.
Yeah.
So he's pretty the stereotypical like lustful horror stereotype.
Yeah, a horror stereotype, like the horny character looking to get his fucking looking to dip his wick.
But he didn't get bit.
No, he just got fucked up and
He got dragged through a fucking
dragged through a
in the
fucking
floor.
grate. So that's what you get. Don't be the fucking horny one. Don't
Yeah.
fucking just sniff women while you're investigating a corpse.
I think Destroyer was fine. Destroyer wasn't.
Your Destroyer was fine. Honestly, Destroyer went out dirty, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a dirty way for Destroyer to go. Kind of a bitch way for him to go. Because he's definitely a badass
He put up
character.
a good fight.
He did, which makes it even more of a bitch way for him to go out. Like fucking Sniffy McGee went out through a grate. And it's like, and he just gets tossed around.
Yeah.
That's-
Well, I mean, he tried his best, but there's only so much you can do against like a fucking super mutant being thing.
But
Like,
is it an alien? Is it a demon? What is it? Who knows?
I'd say they're mutants.
That's upsetting. They should be demons from hell.
Well, they should be, but they're not.
And they were designed after demons from hell. They look like demons from hell. There's a lot of references to Catholicism pretty much making
There
them
is,
seem like demons from hell.
Bringing in Goat. Goat was the religious dude.
Goat was the religious dude.
Carve the crucifixes into
Yeah,
his arm.
took a note on that. He's like, oh my God, what is that? Well, I start carve a crucifix into my fucking arm. Keep myself safe.
Yeah, no, he's like, I took his name in vain. I gotta repent, or he's gotta flagellate himself.
He's got to flagellate himself, and you can see there's a whole lot of flagellation on that fucking goddamn arm, which means like after that point, if you're really questioning your God that much, the point you have to flagellate yourself, just admit you're not entirely sure that he's there.
Yeah. So he probably found him in prison. I guess would be the.
I'm guessing all these people
go-to.
are fucking ex-cons. That's my guess. Is his entire response team.
We know Goat is.
I mean, yeah, because his name's Goat, which is signifying also another fucking satanic thing.
Yeah. And well, he's the one that points out to Portman. Is like, oh, you never did time. It's a holding cell, you dumb bitch. But
It's also not a holding cell. It looks like where they fucking god damn it. Like How has Portman not been arrested? How has Portman not been arrested? How is he allowed to be a goddamn soldier and just
you know what? That probably is the most realistic thing in this movie.
I mean, it is. It is. Oh, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Hot take. Share what you think in the comments if you've seen this movie.
Yeah. Fair amount of people allowed
And then
to
you
get
got
shit.
Mac, who is there to die, essentially.
That's
and
the
in the
whole point.
unrated version, he gets to explain his name.
Which I still didn't fucking understand. That was a confusing fucking scene. I even asked you to rewind it. That was still just like, this is a confusing, unnecessary scene that doesn't fit with anything.
Well, now you know why they cut it.
They should have kept a cut.
Yeah, no, there's not really any point in having it in there, but, it was like, oh, your name's Mac. Why is your name Mac? You don't look like a Mac. And then he says this thing in Japanese. Is like, oh, so Mac. And then next scene is like, yeah, obviously
cut.
It gets cut for, yeah. But no, you got to keep it in for the unrated version. You got to know why Mac is named Mac.
Which we still don't know why Mac is named Mac. He makes a few extra fucking scenes, and then he dies, and I still don't care.
One extra scene.
I still don't care.
Yeah, he gets his head ripped off.
Yeah,
and
gets his head
it's
ripped
like,
off,
oh,
and I still feel nothing.
No.
Which that's kind of
And then you got Reaper.
taking this dumb movie so fucking seriously.
You got Reaper, who's Carl Urban.
Love Carl Urban.
Need I explain more?
I love Carl Urban in this. He did a great job with what he had.
Yeah.
I also find it upsetting that he is a year older than me currently at the time of this recording in this movie
yeah.
and looks so goddamn young.
He does.
It looks like he can barely grow a beard, even though he's like 33.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't quite up into his
Yeah,
cheeks
it's
yet.
like wasn't quite like advancing up into the.
He's about where I am right now.
Yeah. Don't worry, it'll come in eventually someday, bud. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Start getting hair in weird places. Start feeling things about girls. Don't worry about it, bud.
Yeah, it'll come in soon.
Just a bit more. Just rub a bit more whiskey and
There
coffee
you go.
grounds.
So you got Reaper and then Sarge.
I mean, okay, honestly, that was the biggest thing that another problem I had with this movie is the main character is Reaper.
Yeah.
But you can't tell that from what they do with the fucking movie because there's so much goddamn rock in this goddamn movie. Like, they really just focus on the rock until at the very
Like I said,
end.
they put the money on screen.
I mean, I guess, but story-wise...
I mean, but I mean, even with the beginning with his relationship to Rock, and he tells him not to come, and then he comes, and everything, they're back and forth, and then it's the shot of him as they go down. It's like, okay, we're following Reaper, and a little bit more, but not like it's only shots like that. It's not a lot of it, but
are we really following Reaper? Are we really?
No, I'll agree with you that probably should have spent more time with Reaper. Just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more. I mean, I understand wanting to capitalize on the Rock. Like, he's a hot commodity at this time. He's also just a very delightful fucking person.
Yeah, very charismatic.
Charismatic, does his thing. Like, he does this thing in this movie 100%, and it's incredibly delightful.
That's right. He is the Rock in this
He's
movie.
the Rock in this movie. Like, he rocks the fuck out of this movie. But if you want to give me a fucking sequel, spend a bit more on Carl Urban. But also, I guess at the time, they're not really aware that Carl Urban is fucking Carl Urban.
That's true.
Like, this is like early Carl Urban, like doing some like post Xena the Warrior Princess and fucking Hercules shit, like just doing that. So like
This is post Lord of the Rings also. Didn't Return of the King come out?
No, this is right around the same time of him. Like, he went as Aemir and this. Like, I think he did this, then did Aemir. He was Aemir after Doom. So he was able to be in Doom, go back home to New Zealand, and then Peter Jackson go like, oh yeah, no, fucking Kashi.
There you go. Yeah.
Hold on. That's not my New Zealand accent. My New Zealand accent is based on take you. Hold on. What? Go. Hey, you in Doom? Well, I guess we'll cast you in Lord of the Rings. Be kind of a bit of fun right there.
Shot number 4.
Shot number 4 for bad impressions. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, then next thing, what I got right here. The doctors should wear some version of protective equipment. They're dealing with like what they think of like a sort of pathogen. Things are breaking down.
That's
nobody's
very fair. Nobody's wearing masks or anything.
now that I realize that makes sense, living in a post-COVID world, there are going to be people who fight the fucking mask mandate. So there's going to be a few scientists who are like, yeah, no,
So what you're saying is
that.
Portman and the fact that they're not taking a viral infection seriously are the most realistic.
Or the most realistic parts of this whole entire goddamn movie.
Oh, damn.
Which is incredibly upsetting. Let's see what else I got. Yeah, the hell this motherfucker doing sniffing?
He does getting close. He's trying to see down her shirt and shit.
Oh, dude, he was really fucking trying. Like, he's a fucking 13-year-old goddamn kid.
He was getting in there.
I mean, god damn. So these motherfuckers target psychosis and rage and their entire, like, and they have a Marines team coming in, and not all of them be subjected to it when it comes to psychosis and rage. No. Or all the scientists. So we're saying there's some semi-normal people in those communities?
I guess. Yeah, just a couple.
I don't know. Have you talked to some scientists?
Not the majority, but at least a couple were
There's a couple
semi-normal.
were like semi-normal.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, Christian scientists. Semi-okay. Calling back to the...
no, we're not doing that.
I don't want to talk about it either.
We're not doing that.
Oh, okay. One thing that really... There's something that always bothers me in goddamn movies. Would you close a dead person's eyes?
Yeah.
Why would you touch their fucking face?
I don't know. It just seems respectful for some reason.
With the dead, you got to put your hands on the dead ass face.
They're still warm. It doesn't feel. They're still warm. Just close their eyes.
You got to like actively pull the eyelids down.
Yeah.
And just like be like curtains, but on a corpse.
Yeah. You just pull them down. It's not it doesn't seem that weird to me.
No. Don't
Well,
touch.
you want to leave them just sitting there staring at the ceiling? Like,
yeah, because I'm just going to immediately fucking walk away like, oh my God, okay, that's a dead body. I miss you, but I can't look at you right now.
Well, yeah, but if they died in your arms and you're like, oh my God, this was my friend, like, yeah, I'm going to close his eyes.
Well, if they died in my arms, I'd probably vomit before I close their goddamn eyes.
Vomit and then close their eyes.
Maybe. It feels like there's going to be a bit of effort behind
if
that.
If I just stumbled across the dead guy and be like, oh, his eyes are open, I'm going to close his eyes. No. But if like somebody died in my arms and like somebody I knew, like, oh my God, it's so sad, I'm going to close their eyes.
Okay, so you imagine like you're fucking hold on. Like,
but it...
No. Stay here.
Yeah, close their eyes. It's very cinematic.
Okay, it is very cinematic, but like in real life, are you gonna just be touching a dead person's eyeballs?
Probably.
And actually, if I'm being honest, I probably would do that too if I knew him really well.
Yeah.
Still an uncomfortable fucking thing to goddamn witness.
Yeah, I hope it never happens. But
yeah,
if it were to happen,
I guess
probably close the eyes.
Does it make you feel better? Or is it for them? Is it for you or for them?
I think it would definitely be for you because they're dead.
Yeah, because they're dead. So what the fuck do they care?
Yeah. Their eyes are open and it's like, oh, you look ridiculous. Stop that.
What are you looking at?
It's like, stop fucking looking at me. You're even in death, you're such a jokester. Close your eyes.
Stop it. This isn't a blinking contest. Stop it.
Stop it. You put your stop looking at me with those eyes. Close them.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
Yeah. Just something like that.
Nope, still seems fucking uncomfortable.
All right, what else you got?
Okay, what else do I got? What else do I got about this fucking movie? She injects the serum knowing that it corrupts the corrupted. Homie straight up says, I've done shit, injects it, and we already talked about this.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Final fight is just two roided out motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Just
does it need to be anything else though?
Okay, so this is a video game.
Our modern superhero movies.
Yeah, no, exactly. This is a preface to our modern superhero movies, just like two people in alternate costumes with the same fucking powers going at it.
Yeah.
But it makes no sense.
So what you're saying is Doom laid down the foundations of every Marvel movie.
But it makes no sense because one is The Rock. And the other one is Carl Urban.
I'm not going to lie. The Rock would probably kick Carl Urban's ass in real life.
If they're both roided out with the same fucking mutation, same fucking thing, one of those motherfuckers is coming on top, and it's not Mr. Carl Urban.
Yeah.
Which I love him. He's a far superior actor. He's a great fucking actor. He is not coming on top of his fucking superior, not only in rank, but just like in body size and body type.
Yeah, the Rock. Yeah, not to mention it's the fucking Rock.
Yeah. I mean, he does a lot of his own goddamn moves because this is back in his career when he was credited as The Rock. He does a lot of his moves in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
So you're not going to fucking win. Why break out of the first-person shooter mode? Also, why not bother picking up goddamn guns while you're going along? I'm pretty sure that's a fucking
Semper
thing.
Fi.
Semper Fi, motherfucker. Yeah, no, fuck that. Fuck that. Shoot him. Don't just shoot off a clip to the side and like, all right.
Well, he only had one bullet left.
After half a clip, like.
And then he used a bunch of it shooting at him. He used one on the staircase, one to shoot the thing the Rock was holding, and then he only had one left in the tank. And then he's like, Semper
He did waste
Fi.
a fair amount on
Like-
Pinky.
And like, fisticuffs, Semper Fi. He's like, ah, shit. Well, I only got one. Bam.
Well, I guess if you're gonna put it like that, then I guess we gotta. All right,
I guess
here
we gotta go hand to hand. Let's fucking go,
All
Rock.
right, let me just cock my hands like I'm Henry Cavill,
To which the Rock does kick his ass quite a bit.
as he should.
So,
The only way he gets away from it is by throwing him into the weird, gross,
well, he outsmarted him.
yeah,
Because
liquidy
Rock
thingy.
Rock was turning into a monster. He couldn't use his head. He could only use his brute strength. Where Carl Urban was like, "Oh, well, I'm superhuman, but I also have my brain. So, let's send him into the Ark and fucking
Because
blow his ass up."
I clearly don't have as much inherent evil as you, so I'm able to actually just access all the positives of this.
Yeah, he can be a super soldier and never make a sequel to this movie ever.
So how could you even make a sequel when you do shit like that? Like you can't.
You don't. All right, final thoughts.
I thoroughly enjoyed. Thoroughly,
yeah, that sounds
thoroughly
about right.
enjoyed. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed how much I fucking hated this goddamn movie.
Oh, like I said earlier, I watch this movie at least once a year.
I don't know why you do that to yourself.
I love it. I fucking love this movie.
Just, man, like getting to a point where I'm like getting more into like story writing and character development and shit like that. Just I had a hard time with it, and also just being such a huge fan of Carl Urban and wanting more Carl Urban in this and not getting nearly enough Carl Urban.
Yeah.
That being said, this movie is still so much goddamn fun.
It's fun.
It's a fun fucking movie. It really, really is. And as long as you don't fucking think about it and have to talk about it for a podcast, you're totally fucking fine.
Yeah. So I recommend this movie. If you want to go watch it, go check it out.
Check it
It's
out.
fun. Just don't expect anything from it. It's just a dumb, fun movie.
Yeah, it's just dumb,
Throw
fun,
it
horror action
on.
movie.
Turn your brain on. Throw it on while you're doing stuff. Like throw it on while you're cleaning the house. Throw it on.
Fold some laundry. Put
It's
this fucking movie on.
Yeah,
Find
it's
yourself
a great mid-afternoon movie.
Oh, yeah.
Throw it on while you're cleaning or making dinner or
Yeah,
doing.
you'll find
doing
yourself
something.
stopping occasionally to look at it, but you also find yourself to pull it away and continue doing your activity.
Yeah, it doesn't require a lot of thought to get
No.
into.
And then after that, cue up Doom 2016's soundtrack and just fucking go hard.
Yeah,
Because that's what this movie was missing, was that level of fucking hard hitting.
the soundtrack was pretty good though.
It was done by Trent Reznor,
Yeah.
so which makes sense.
If those of you who know Trent Reznor from
Sorry, sorry. This is the man with 9-inch nails. Whether he's got 10 fingers or 9 fingers is up to you to decide. He's got 9 1-inch nails, or all of his nails 9 inches.
let us know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments.
All right, this has been Classic Cinema, and we will see you next time.
Thank you, guys.